Well, hi, Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets, and this is Tuesday evening, election night, November the 8th, 2016. Just been filled short here at 2102 for four contracts. Also have another sell stop in down here at 2094 and a quarter, um, and expecting the market to continue to sell off. The reason I have a sell stop down here at 94 and a quarter is that we had support at 94 and a quarter. I'm actually going to change this down to 94. So obviously we've had a sell-off. This is a 1-minute chart utilizing the day trade the market software. You can see here the market got started to get a bit volatile when some of the early election results were announced. Had a dip here, and then it had that nice move up into the 52 area, but since then you can see we've had some pretty aggressive selling with these magenta and red bars all the way through here. We had one light green bar here. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, it's moving nicely. I am going to take a bit of profit here as this market moves lower. I've got my order in here at what? Yeah, 97. Okay, I'll leave it right there at 97. Just a little bit above where I'm looking to get short again, where I think it could really sell off quite hard if it hits the 94. But you know, who knows? It might just dip into that area. So okay, so we just got filled for half the position there at 97. I should go ahead and put in some markers here so we know what's going on. And I'll go ahead and just mark this as our entry, and this one is our first exit at 97. I'm going to go ahead and put in a buy stop at break even at this stage for these two. Notice that I did the entry location here on this, by the way, is right near the top of this high velocity move. So when you get these selling high velocity moves in a down auction, you're really looking at a pullback to the top of that and then continuation. So that's really what I see going on here, which is why I entered that trade right at that price. So, but I did want to take a bit of profits there, and we did that. Looks like we're going to get okay. We just got filled here. Okay, so now I should put a marker in there that we actually got filled on that right there at 94. Okay, so we're now short 6. So I'm going to go ahead and buy half of this position back. I'm going to put a buy limit in here. Let's see. We went from 2 to 97, it's about 5. We just got 94. So I think I'll put it here at about 89 for the first objective on this. See what we can get out of that. Okay, it just hit it there. See if we can get, okay, we just got filled on that. So we just sold 3 there. So our protective buy stop is now going to be here at, we're now short 3 from 98. And got to go ahead and change that, or put the marker in here. That was at 89. We got filled for 3 on that. So yeah, it's not, the stock market is not looking good. It could now that we've broken below 94, that's in my view a pretty significant price. And really our next major target isn't until about 79. And you can see it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 contracts back just above that, around 82. Let's see if we can, put that in there. Buy limit 282. There we are. Yeah, and it's coming off nicely. Let's see if we can get filled on that. There's our objective right there. Okay, we just got filled on that. So, so I want to change this stop here. I'm going to lower that down. We only have 1 contract left on that. So we'll go ahead and adjust that particular stop to just above the most recent paint bar of aggression, which is this light one here in the high. That's at 89, so I got it about a point or so above that. I know when I was doing the webinar for our members last week, we were actually thinking that the market had a potential to hit down around 2060. You know, if there was really some strong selling, who knows if it's going to get there. But that was kind of the next area that we were looking at. So at any rate, we do have our stop in place. We know what we've got going on here, and it's it's selling off quite nicely. So I'm going to go ahead, pause the recording. Let's see, we're down here at yeah, this last bar here. As you can see, the high on that one is right here. So I'm going to lower the stop to just above that. And as this market okay, there we go. So we're likely to get a nice red bar here, maybe a magenta bar. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that buy stop in a little bit above that. This is nice. It's moving 30 some points in our favor with the next objective down about 59 in here. And rather than put a limit in, I'm just going to have my stop in place. Let's see if it can hit down in that area, though. That would be the next target, as I said. So, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to lower this stop. It's our stop's at 83. The market's already got down to 60 or so. I'm going to lower it down about 75. It's okay. We didn't get any kind of aggression on that most recent bar there. That's a bit surprising considering how heavy this market's been selling off. But we did have our area. What got down to 64.25. Okay, our next objective was 59, so obviously didn't get there. But we do have a stop in at 75.50. So I'll go ahead and just put that marker in there just in case it does pop up. Okay, so this has been a great trade. We knew that there was a potential for a good sell-off. If I don't even know what's going on. I know that sort of keeping my eye on these results a little bit here, but just looking at Pennsylvania right now, it's Hillary Clinton looks ahead in that. So Donald Trump must be doing well in some of these others, because the prevailing thought was that as long as Donald Trump was doing well, then the market would likely sell off. But I don't even know if that's true. Who's really doing what? I'm just trying to watch the market, and it's come through these good barriers and so forth. So gone ahead and was able to get short on this trade here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and might get stopped off any second here, but we'll just leave it the way it is, and I'll put it on pause and pick it up when need be. Okay, sorry, just we just got stopped out here at 75.50. That worked out quite nicely, though, because that was about on the final contract there. We were short. Our average price was in here. Remember, we got short an extra 4 at 94, and we got it at 89. So our average price was at right here at 97. So we ended up with a very interesting trade there. I just put it together. It worked out to a little over 60 points on that trade. So we had to. I think the key thing here in trading these volatile markets was using the structure. This is a 1 minute chart. We usually use a 3-minute chart in the overnight session, but with the kind of volatility and movement, this is like a regular trading day. So that's why I shifted over to using a 1 minute chart utilizing the day trade the market software, and with the regular, with the overnight session only. So that was the adjustment I made to the chart. We usually have an overnight session only with a 3-minute chart, and I just adjusted that to a 1 minute chart. But just utilizing key areas that we knew going into the day, like that 94 area, and we knew that once it could break there, it could have a really nice run. Actually, our next objective was all the way down there. Well, the first objective I think was in the around the 79 area, but then it was down around 59. So we had a good move there. We didn't get all the way to 59. I think we hit 64 or something like that, 64.50. So some really the final thing I just want to say was our entry here. You can see even how volatile these markets are. We had a limit order in here at 2102, and the market only reached a high at 2104. What is this? 2104. Yeah, 2104. So we're only offside 2 points. And when you take a look here, the average range of these 1 minute bars, I don't have that up here, but if you just take a look at them, like this bar here that we got filled on, for example, a high was 2104, the low was 2096.50, so that's almost 8 points. Now that might be a little bit above the average, but probably not by much. It might even be about the average. So utilizing the software and be able to get in with not much more than, as a matter of fact, I didn't even have time to put my stop in, so I usually want to do it manually. But our stop would have been here around 6 or so, and we were short at 2. So we only were using about a 4-point stop anyway, and the market only moved against us about 2 points. So I think utilizing the software, you can really pinpoint excellent trade entry locations, so you're not taking a lot of heat when you get in on the trade, and to determine the direction that you want to be on the trade, whether it's on the short side or the long side, is obviously, yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious for any of you that have traded for some time, because when you get this kind of selling, just let me go in here again. Look at all these bars that we've had here as the market started to sell off its high. Magenta, strongest selling red, magenta, magenta, magenta. And we've had this one green bar here, but now we've just had another one here. But this is the lightest form of aggressive buying. And look at its low, got taken out immediately, and that's when we got short. On the second entry, I'm sorry, the second entry was down here when it hit below 94. So that's why I love this software, because you can really identify the direction and the location. And then if you can do that, you can have a reasonable stop in place, and utilizing some of the other tools that we have, really get a good sense of where the next objective is. So you can go ahead and put in your offsetting orders in order to really be able to make some good trades, make some money. So at any rate, so this is a trade taken here on election night. I hope you enjoyed that and learned something from it. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.